Good morning and welcome back to What's It Costing with Heather Austin. So what your debt is costing you is that you're having to go to a job every day that you hate and you don't see no way out. Your children, they're being taught the same things, that we go out and we buy the best of the best. Well, I'm going to suggest to you that you don't have to drive the best of the best and you don't have to have everything that you see, because having those things and having debt is making you be stuck. So the freedom of being debt free is the choices of you can go and do a job that you love, and it might be that you make less money, but you're not going to go to work miserable. You know, you could have someone that you're working for is just a complete jerk. Well, if you're debt free, say bye-bye to the jerk. So, and if you have 6 months of savings, that's so much easier. So that's the reason we're doing these things, is so that you can have more freedom to have a better life and one that you are happy with. You know, as for me, if I'm working somewhere and I'm miserable and I can go to Walmart and be a greeter and get to smile and interact with people and just welcome them into the store and tell them to have a wonderful day, I'm going to choose to be happy. So I'm not going to stay somewhere if I'm not happy. So if I've got all this debt and I'm feeling stuck, then I'm going to stay there. So many people I hear all the time talking about how they don't like their job, how they're miserable and their boss is a jerk and all these things. I'm sitting there thinking, you can't leave because you got so much debt, because you're riding the car that is impressing the people at the stop sign, and you have this big house, so you're house poor and your car poor, and you have to stay there and you're stuck. And guess what? You're teaching your children to do that too. So teach your children that they do not have to have the best of the best. And teach them that starting out, they're starting out. So they should not be impressing people or even themselves, because if they start out so young and they're in debt and they're working and they're miserable and they're carrying all the weight, I just couldn't imagine having that at 18 and 20 and 22. I just couldn't imagine having that debt and to be feeling stuck. So teach your children to not do those things. If you're going to bed every night and you're thinking, man, I wish I hadn't done this and wish I hadn't done that, be open with your children and teach them to only spend what they have and not to go in debt, and why they shouldn't go in debt, and how it is stressful for you, and how you regret purchasing certain things, and how that you wish that you would have done it different. Because these days we're pushing our children to go out and get the newest things that's available to them because they can put it on credit. Well, then they're so stressed out and they have so much anxiety because of this nice looking thing that they're impressing people at the red light with, and they're going home and they're fighting with their spouses. And divorce is the number one or money is the number one reason for divorce. So we should teach our children to delay self-gratification. You want something? Okay, save up for it. Your life will be so much simpler. So teach your children. And if you are in debt and you hate going to work every day and you hate your job and you are miserable, get out of debt and make changes. Go to Walmart and make people happy. Now, if you're a stick in the mud and you're grouchy, don't go be a greeter at Walmart. My husband preached on that one time. But enjoy life and be debt free. Teach your children why and what's the benefits of it. And have a good day. And I will see you next time with What's It Costing with Heather Austin.